So hello everybody, and today is a new live stream, and today I wanted to talk about Charles LECLERC, about his current form, about his potential move to Mercedes, and all around basically. Because if we look, at this year, it hasn't been even a good year for him because. Let's start with the qualifying. If you have any questions, just write in the chat. So if we look into qualifying, Bahrain. Well, let's look at the 2022 standings firstly. Last year, Charles LECLERC finished second, where it was decided in the final race between Checo Perez that LECLERC would finish second. With the 3-point gap, and that's where things were basically not that good, but the strategy worked, so they finished P2. And from there, it just gone really down. If we look, quali wasn't that bad, obviously, LECLERC is very good in qualifying. If we look, he usually put it very good, P1 in Azerbaijan. But then, if we look after Monaco, where he was third, well, then he got a penalty because blocking Lando Norris in quali. If we look after Monaco, his quali just wasn't, going very good. It was going up and down, especially, Spain, where he got pole last year. He qualified P19, which is just horrible for Ferrari. That is just impossible. Then also Canada, P11, another Q2 where they put in the wrong tires, which was also, again, unacceptable. Austria, well, finally something good. Ferrari does there very good. But then again, Great Britain, Hungary, P4, P6, you don't really expect that to do from a Ferrari. But, quali wasn't that bad. But if we look at the race, so the start of the season with a DNF, and that was definitely not a good sign for LECLERC. And especially when he had to change something in the engine, which wasn't good for sure. And then we went to Saudi, where P7, which is, a bad result for Ferrari. Then again, Australia DNF, so it was a horrible result for him, where he got taken out. I don't know who it was, Charles something. He went into the gravel and he couldn't have done anything about it. Finally, good result he got in Azerbaijan, but then again, the races Miami, Monaco, P7, P6, P11 is just not enough for being a Ferrari driver. And also in Spain, where LECLERC said he wanted softs, but the team didn't listen to him, so I guess that wasn't his fault. But instead, also Monaco, he couldn't have done anything from P6, but it's also the team and also the driver, let's be honest. Austria, he got it back with a very good race, and that was good. But then again, Great Britain, they just messed up for P9 and P10, I believe, or it was P8 or P9 with Carlos. Then Hungary, P7, a very not good finish for Ferrari, and somehow P3 in Belgium, which is kind of magical, if I have to be honest, with the pace of Red Bull. So maybe they could come back, as Ferrari's trying to at least catch Red Bull in DRS or something, which they aren't that bad, but they have to just pick up the strategy and the pace. And if we look at LECLERC, he thought he could move to Mercedes, but the last thing I read, that was he could potentially move to Mercedes, which is kind of very good. So, but I don't know. I mean, anything could happen. He could move to Ferrari. I mean, he could stay at Ferrari, or he could move to Mercedes. But as you know, Sainz might be leaving, so that could maybe change LECLERC. But if you look at Leclerc, like he has to just improve. Like he's making songs on Instagram and Spotify. Like, mate, you just gotta focus on the car. I would say. I mean, obviously he's trying his best, but being a Ferrari driver and finishing, P6 or P7, if we look here in Hungary or in Miami, Monaco, is just a pity. But I'm not blaming really like totally Leclerc. But if we look at Ferrari's TikTok, yeah, like this is their TikTok page, yeah. I mean, you see some like Robert Schwartzman drivers results, so on. Like that is okay if we look. But look, like guys, when you make these type of TikToks, and look at his face, like he's totally bored. Like if you make these type of TikToks, boys, like that is just unacceptable. Like Ferrari wouldn't do this 20 years ago. Like they would just say like, "What the fuck is this?" Like that's unacceptable. And also, if you check these comments, like this is what Ferrari does to a man. Like exactly. Like instead, focusing on the strategy, improving the car, trying to catch at least someone Red Bull or Mercedes not sitting in P4. Sorry, P4 is nah. They're gonna rather do this stupid TikToks. And I think this was after the race because look how tired he is. Like honestly, like what is he doing, guys? Come on. Like some of the TikToks are okay, like when he says something after quali or like this, but like come on, what is this? Like even the comments, like everybody agrees that it's just stupid. Like what these guys do. Look what he's doing. He's just playing a game for a TikTok account, which is yeah. I mean, they either have to sort out their strategy, or I don't know if they're gonna lose Leclerc because, as I said, I've read an article that Leclerc might sign a deal with uh, with Ferrari. I don't know for how many years, but Carlos Sainz might leave. So I mean, I don't know what to expect from it. But boys, if you actually wanna, I mean, Ferrari, if you wanna improve, then you just have to focus on the car and not make these TikToks. And also, Leclerc should focus. Like it's okay, but if you look at Schumacher, he stayed all day in the garage trying to improve the car, talk to the mechanics, and then suddenly the achievement, I mean, after time, the achievements came in. It's not like in a split second you're going to be P1. And obviously, it's not that easy with this Red Bull domination, but it is possible for sure. If Red Bull can do it, then also other teams can do it. And if we look at the standings, 2023, if I can, well, Ferrari's sitting in P4, I believe, and Leclerc, I don't know even where. So if we look at the standings, wait, 2023, yeah, Leclerc's not sitting even obviously in the P3, but yeah, Leclerc is sitting in P5, which is, I mean, not that terrible, but come on. Like for Ferrari, it has to be better. And Sainz, I mean, P7, I understand that, but, it's just a pity when you look at that gap with 99 for Leclerc and 148 for Lewis, who is in just P4. When you think about that, it's just incredible. So, yeah, I mean, this is my opinion. Obviously, I think there is a chance, and they are trying to catch Red Bull, but yeah, I mean, in order, if they want to at least make something happen, they just gotta focus on the car and the driver, and Leclerc has to just focus on himself, also not making songs and everything. So yeah, hopefully they do the best in the season they have left, and hopefully they'll score some podiums. So if you have any thoughts about this, just write me in the comments, and I'll reply to them after I finish this video. So, I mean, obviously, I agree that it's for the views and they want to stay with the fans and everything. But yeah, in my opinion, I mean, those TikToks is just stupid. You know, when they play like with the darts and everything. I mean, let's be honest. Like, who watches those TikToks? Like, I mean, when he says something about quality and race, it's okay. Or like, if they do some challenge, it's fine. But when guys actually like do those darts challenge, then it's unacceptable. Most underrated driver on the grid, if I would say, uh, I would say Piastri, if I have to be honest. So yeah, that's it really. Okay, thanks for watching. Most underrated driver. Yeah, I said already. Do you have any other questions, Kailash? If I'm saying your name right. Okay, I guess not. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye bye. See you next time. If you have still any other questions, just